Hey there, traders. Today is the 17th of February 2021, and this is your quick market breakdown. So we're going to start off on Bitcoin here. We can see that Bitcoin, excuse me, this is not Bitcoin. Give me one seckie. Okay, so we can see that Bitcoin is currently breaking above this previous resistance level, and there is some volume behind this move. So around 10 o'clock, which is in about 45 minutes from now, I do think we'll take a position on Bitcoin. We'll see if we can get filled around $50,000, maybe $50,100 on this trend line. See if we can get filled on that. This measured move, as mentioned before, does point towards $55,000 a Bitcoin. But this could be a fake out. So we want to see a confirmation. We want to see this trend line hold as support. So we'll be patient and wait for the price to pull back to fill our order. We don't have to chase the market here. We can be patient and wait for that order to be filled. Actually, I would even love to get it filled around 48,985. So I'm gonna see how this one ends around 10 o'clock. If it ends above this trend line, I'd buy the trend line. If it ends below the trend line, I'd buy the liquid zone for Bitcoin. Looking overall bullish, I do think this does want to make another extension to the upside. On Bitcoin Cash, same thing happening here. I was ready to start shorting yesterday, last night. You see I've got an alert right here. So if Bitcoin Cash breaks below this liquid zone, I'm going to definitely be shorter term, way more bearish short term for Bitcoin Cash. And I'd expect a move back down to $612, which is also an area I would like to potentially buy for Bitcoin Cash. I do want to say that, yes, we can take short term, short opportunities and make some money to the downside, but overall, I'm still bullish on the market. I still think that, we might go into some sideways downward action, some consolidation, but I still don't think that this could be a major problem for the overall trend, the bigger picture of what cryptos are doing right now. Yes, we could see a 30-40% pullback, and we'll short those pullbacks and we'll buy those lows, but it doesn't break the bigger trend. So what do I mean by that? Let me go to Bitcoin real quick. To give you an idea, for Bitcoin to be bearish again, for me personally to be bearish on Bitcoin again, Bitcoin would have to break below $27,500. Then I will be bearish on Bitcoin again. But until then, as long as we close weekly candles above the 21 exponential, which is around $29,000, I'm very bullish on this to continue to the upside overall. So remember that as long as we're making new higher highs and we close above the 21 exponential, I'm bullish longer term. So once again, short term, yes, can we see the pullbacks? I mean, from where we are right now back to $27,000, which is the 21 exponential on the weekly, that would be around a 44-45% retracement for Bitcoin. And I've mentioned this before, but that's quite normal for Bitcoin, even in bullish markets, to have 30 or 40% pullbacks and still remain overall bullish. And I'll prove my point to you. For example, here was the 2017 bullish market, and we can see every single time we did have major pullbacks, but the market continued to the upside. And you can see each one of these pullbacks were between 30 and 40%. This one was a 39% pullback. This one was a 33% pullback. This one was a 32% pullback. This one was a 36% pullback. So you get my point, right? It's between 30 and 40%. This one was a 40% pullback. So we can short these pullbacks on the shorter term time frames, which is the plan, which is what we plan on doing. But we want to remain overall bullish. I want to make that very, very clear. So Bitcoin closing above this resistance in 40 minutes from now will be a buy signal. Bitcoin Cash will be a buy signal if we close above this liquid zone by 10 o'clock. Ethereum will be a buy signal as well. But I want to see Ethereum close a 4-hour candle above this resistance, diagonal resistance, so I'll pull it in here for you so that you are aware of that. I am keeping an eye on this resistance as well as the support. And I do want to point this out. This is a potential head and shoulders pattern on Ethereum, which is usually a reversal pattern. Volume signature seems to be agreeing with us as well as momentum oscillators on this. So this is a textbook head and shoulders pattern. And if this was to play out as a head and shoulders pattern, I would expect a move from the neckline all the way to the top of the head. That would be the measured move. So if we were to break the neckline, that points towards our lower target here, around $1,571 per Ethereum. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I don't like the volume coming through here. There's not a lot of volume. Same on Bitcoin. Yes, there's volume, but it's not a lot of volume. It's not the kind of volume that I believe is going to create new all-time highs just yet. For Bitcoin, yes, but for other cryptos, I really want to see a break above this resistance and preferably a close above $1,830. So inside of this liquid zone. Then I'll be opening up a long position quite early on this one, and I would like to see another extension to the upside. So this is also potentially a bullish pennant. I want to point that out. We have our impulsive move right here. Volume starts to tank while we go up. Then we have our first touch, second touch, third touch. And if we close above the 21 exponential, if I follow my rules, then this would be short-term bullish to sweep the highs of this particular pattern. And this pattern will have a same measured move as the head and shoulders pattern. It never works out that way, but sometimes it does. So if we were to break out from here, our next target could potentially be $1,960. And I do want to say this, if we reach this level, I do think we'll have clear space to move all the way up to $2,000 per Ethereum. I don't think it's going to stop there. If we're at 1960, the bulls are just going to go for the next even number, which would be $2,000. So that's definitely going to be my next targeted zone for Ethereum to the upside. So here's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm looking for a break above this resistance level and a hold and retest of this resistance level. Then we'll potentially be taking some positions. And then I want to see another 4-hour candle close above this level, $1,830. Then I would potentially be opening up another long position and see if we can target those higher levels. But again, this is all dependent on what happens throughout the day. What are the candles telling us? What is the volume telling us? Are we meeting our entry criteria? If we don't, we are not entering the market. Even if it does swing up and our entry criteria were not met, we're not going to rush into the market. We will be patient. There's no such thing as missing a trade. You have to understand that the market will present opportunities on a daily basis. So that's what we're looking for. We're not looking to rush and trade with fear of missing out. Again, I say this a lot. Try not to trade with your emotions. Emotions is a big killer when it comes to trading and investing. Make sure that you follow strict rules, strict risk management, and that you don't find yourself running into emotional trades. Stick with what the charts are telling us right now. Still higher lows, that's a very good thing, but we are also seeing lower highs. This could potentially be a bullish pennant as before mentioned. So let's be patient, wait for it to confirm, meet our entry criteria, and then we buy. Okay, because this could easily break to the downside and follow the head and shoulders pattern. So if you rush in and you say, this is a bullish pennant, it's going up, it's going to the moon, and I'm going to buy right now, you could be caught with your pants down. Same on all these other coins. Like, for example, Bitcoin. Before 10 o'clock or by 10 o'clock, we could just as well see an engulfing pattern and another 4-hour candle close below this previous resistance. So it might not even respect this resistance as support. So then our entry criteria will not be met. So we won't be taking the trade. We will know that this was a fake out. So Ethereum done. Let's talk about Chainlink. Chainlink looking like a pretty good buy opportunity here. I do want to mention this though. I would like to buy at 29 spot 7. Let's call it 29 spot 80. That's where I would like to buy Chainlink at. I'm not looking to short this anytime soon. I do like the fact that we did close a lower low than our previous low. So we now have essentially a downtrend. But we are still maintaining the larger structure. So for example, if I go up to the daily time frame, we are still creating higher highs and higher lows. So for me, if Chainlink comes back down, I would love to buy here. But if Chainlink also closes a 4-hour candle above our liquid zone around 31 spot 80, I would love to take a long position anyway. And we will see most likely at least a move back up to around about 33 spot 65. So I do want to keep in mind this trend line that has been forming here over the last couple of days. I don't like trading with trend lines. My personal strategy is more horizontal based, but trend lines are good indications of where to take some profits off the table or be aware of any kind of rejections in the market. So I'm going to keep it in there. I think it's important for it to be there, but I'm overall still bullish on this formation. Little bit bearish, I have to admit, but as long as Chainlink is above the 55 exponential, I'm going to be looking for it to make another extension to the upside. But let's see how this one plays out. Again, we wait for our entry criteria to be met. Ripple as well, looking like a potential buy opportunity here. But we're not seeing volume following through with the bulls here. So we are making lower lows and lower highs on the 4-hour chart. And technically speaking, we should not be wanting to long anytime soon before we break above the 55 exponential and above this trend line. Then we'll be looking for long opportunities. Up until then, I'd rather look for a short opportunity on Ripple here. Ripple, as soon as we break below this liquid zone and close a 4-hour candle below this at around 0.48, I'm going to be looking to short Ripple back down to around 40 cents. I think that's a pretty nice, decent swing. There's two of the coins that I really want to short. It's Ripple and BNB, and I'll get into BNB in just a sec. So that's that. Litecoin, we had a trade yesterday. We actually had two trades yesterday and took a little bit of profit off the table, but not much. I think we made about 0.5% with this trade, with both these trades. We wanted to short here back down to the 55 exponential as soon as we closed below the 21 exponential as well as this previous liquid zone. But it held as support twice now. So it looks like Litecoin wants to make another extension to the upside. We do have this trend line coming through here. It looks like it's been broken now. And as well as the fact that we are still creating higher lows throughout this entire structure. So this could have a measured move back up to sweep the highs for Litecoin today, perhaps even break the highs. So I'm going to definitely be looking to take a long position around 212.76. So $212. We just put a price label on there. I think I'm actually going to post this limit order for you guys in the group afterwards so that we can get involved in this trade. I think this is a pretty good setup. I do like what I'm seeing here. There's definitely a little bit more volume behind this as opposed to what we saw on Ethereum. So definitely would like to take a position here. Stop loss, I would put just below this previous swing low, spike low. Targets at least back up to sweep the highs. So I'm actually going to go for a little lower with my first take profit. And I would love to be filled on that level, nothing more. And if I can get a little bit lower, perfect. But a limit order there. I wouldn't enter the market straight away where we are right now. Want the best point of entry so that I can manage my risk accordingly. So Litecoin definitely looking like a breakout here. So I do like that. Perhaps going to be looking to buy that level. We'll see in about 31 minutes from now. Uni definitely would not want to buy this unless Uni breaks above our previous swing high here around 21.52. I think Uni is overall getting ready to continue to the downside. So if Uni closes a 4-hour candle below $18.96, I would love to take a short position back down to 17.60. But if it does bounce here, I would still like to actually short around this liquid zone. Most likely going to love to short there. So let me just move this over there. Save, continue. There we go. So I would love to short Uni up here. Definitely bearish on this one. It's definitely switched to short-term bearish here, creating lower lows, major lower swings and lower highs. We can see that we did not break just one swing low, but two swing lows with our first extension to the downside. And now kind of created another very, very powerful swing high right at this level around 21.52. So unless it breaks above that, I'll remain bearish. So that's why I would love to take a short position here, or if we break below this level. Neo, same thing here actually. Neo kind of looks a little bit more bearish in my opinion. It looks like Neo probably would like to pop back down to around 37.25. Come and test the 55 exponential, and then we'll reassess. I wouldn't take any positions here. We'll see if Neo closes above this liquid zone with some volume. I would love to get full there and buy some Neo. We do have this diagonal resistance level that we do need to pay attention to and keep in the back of our minds. So let's see how this one plays out. I would be neutral overall on Neo here. I do think very short term, a test lower would be in the cards, most likely. BNB, I love this. This is a major, major, major consolidation here. This is a massive squeeze. It's like a pressure cooker. And what we're seeing here is a potentially a bullish pennant, as well as like some of the other cryptos and altcoins. So this bullish pennant, as soon as BNB breaks above or below this bullish pennant, we can expect a measured move from this. If you're more of a conservative trader and not a pattern trader, I don't like trading patterns very much. So do keep that in mind. I just use them to more or less get a measured move of where the market could be going and to analyze more or less the cycle that we're in. Are we consolidating? What kind of consolidation pattern is it? Just to get my analysis on the right side of the market. That's what I use it for. That's it, not for entry reasons necessarily, unless I feel very confident and I can see everything lining up the way I would like them to. So volume definitely agrees with us. Momentum oscillators also definitely agreeing with us here. We can see some major, major, major patterns being created on both these momentum oscillators for BNB here. If you see right through here, something more or less like that. So we're definitely setting up for some proper breakout here. I'm sure if we put on some kind of historical volatility indicator here, we'll see it very, very low. And when the volatility and volume gets low, that's when you know it's very close to a major move. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one. I would see if it breaks above here as a potential opportunity to start looking for longs. I wouldn't like to long this pattern. I would only like to long BNB as soon as we break above 143 spot, well, 142.50. If we break above this liquid zone, I would love to take a long position. And then if we break below this liquid zone, I would love to take a short position. This is a simple trade setup. Very easy to follow, very easy to go and draw on your chart and understand how it plays out. So I do believe as soon as we break one of these liquid zones, we'll see a major move. So measured move for BNB could be 160 to the upside. So I'll keep that in mind. And then the measured move to the downside could potentially be as low as $100. Okay, that's interesting. That's a even number there. We'll see about that. Let's see which way it confirms first, and then we'll start looking at positions. Monero breaking to the upside here. I do like that. I saw it earlier. If this one is front running the rest of the market, then actually I would expect all these other cryptos to make those extensions to the upside. We're seeing an increase in volume. I love that. That's fantastic. So in fact, I would actually love to take a long position for Monero around that $25 level, excuse me, $241 level, most definitely. So I'd love to take some positions over here if we do close this 4-hour candle above that liquid zone around 10 o'clock. Our stop loss just below that liquid zone, and our first target will be a little bit lower. I'd love to target this previous swing spike high there. So that's going to be our trade for Monero here. I love that setup. Would definitely be bullish on this one on the shorter term. I love that there's some volume coming through here. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that one. Let me just move my, oh, I don't want to move that. Oh, there we go. Let me just move my alert down there so that we can know when we've been triggered into the trade. And then I'm going to post these signals for you guys. So we're looking at Monero as a possible entry. BNB will be patient a little bit more. Neo, I'm kind of neutral on. Uni, I kind of want to short. So we'll see how the market behaves once it gets up here first before I want to take a short position. So I'm not going to put in a limit order for that. Litecoin, definitely a limit order. So I'm going to make this one yellow as well. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. So let's move this one up so that we can know when this one has been filled. And we'll place those orders just now. Ripple, kind of neutral at the moment. Chainlink, I'd love to buy around here. So perhaps we'll put another limit order in for Chainlink. Actually, you know what? No, I would remain neutral on this one. I don't like the fact that we're not seeing volume here. So Ethereum, also neutral at the moment. We'll wait for the confirmation to happen. Bitcoin Cash, neutral at the moment. We might take a market long if I do see an opportunity here today on lower time frames, but I don't see volume. And then Bitcoin, we see some volume. We see a breakout potentially happening here. So I'd most likely take a long position around, what is that, 50,000, let's call it 150, 50,150. So let me put that price in there, 110 actually. And those would be my targets. I do think we'll probably reach higher, but I think this is a proper place to get involved in a long position for Bitcoin. I do like the setup, not as much as I like the other two, I have to admit, but Bitcoin is kind of breaking out here from this pattern, and I do like that it held this previous resistance as support, kept closing 4-hour candles above the 21 exponential, increase in volume after the first extension to the upside. I do like that, I have to admit. So let me send these orders to you guys so that you can trade them. I'll catch you in tomorrow morning's market update again. Thanks for the time. Thank you for watching, and trade safe out there, guys. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.